Hi everyone, Samantha Guzman here. During this stressful time, it can be hard to find moments of joy. DJ Mel is trying to help Austin residents with just that by keeping them dancing, even if it's just at home. DJ Mel is the official DJ of the UT football and men's basketball team. He's performed at festivals including Lollapalooza and Austin City Limits. He's even spun tracks for former President Barack Obama. DJ Mel, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So, a lot of people are stuck at home right now because cities across the country have put in these shelter in place orders. Shortly after Austin put theirs in place, you started hosting these living room dance parties. What do these look like?
Well, it's just me in my studio, just playing music. I mean, I was actually documenting or my sets online way before this even happened. So it was kind of a way for like my friends to just have some, like listen to some music and what have you. And then all this stuff went down with the pandemic, and I just put a name to my sessions that I was broadcasting online. So I just called it Living Room Dance Party, and then it just took off. And it wasn't just an Austin thing. At first, that's what I intended it to be, and it just wound up being this thing where people from all over the world were tuning in.
Shout out to North Brooklyn. Shout out to New York, man.
You know, I feature a charity each week, and along with Stand With Austin and Banded Together. And, I'm getting direct messages and emails from people from all over the world that are thanking me for providing this, this small little respite from, the new norm that we have.
So I went to the dance party last weekend, and I gotta say, what I really loved about it is that you sort of took us on this musical journey. I went through every decade. You rolled from artists ranging from Madonna to the Beatles to Drake. It really felt like you had something for everybody.
Yeah, when I decided to create this dance party for everyone, I didn't want it to be for just like hip hop folks or like electronic music people, or I don't know. I wanted it to be very inclusive, and the messages that I got this week, were from people that were older that expressed their gratitude because the event online was inclusive, and then also for the most part, the music's all clean because there's kids there. There's a heavy focus on the kids because there are a lot of parents with kids that they need like a place for their kids to just run around and dance to some music, and they could just kind of sit back or dance along with them or take a break.
Yeah, I'm wondering, how different is it for you to host this virtual event as opposed to like being at a live event or DJing at a club?
I mean, each situation is different. There are certain situations where like, this is a hip hop party, or this is just a straight disco party or whatever. But for me, I prefer it to just kind of be everywhere, where I'm just kind of weaving in and out of genres and decades.
Yeah, something I think might be a little different is the way that you're hyping up the crowds, or the shout outs that you're doing during the dance party.
The true MVPs, healthcare workers, where you at?
It seems like you have maybe a little bit of a different messaging going on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about inclusion. I feel like these people are kind of sequestered, and, they're not really having any contact with anyone outside of their house.
Shout out to Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well.
If they're recognized, I think that it's huge, because there's definitely a lack of contact right now.
So I'm sure you've seen that parties similar to this are popping up all across the country. I'm thinking about DJ Nice and his Instagram party that sort of like blew up. Why do you think these dance parties, these virtual dance parties, are becoming so popular?
I think everyone's cooped up in their house. Music is kind of like this therapeutic thing. We have all this energy, pent up. There has to be some sort of release. And so I think it's just a place for people to just forget about their problems.
How does it make you feel to be the person that's, giving people a much needed stress relief?
It feels big. It's huge. This is pretty much in alignment with like the vision that I had at the beginning of the year, or the vision that I have like at the beginning of every year, where, I want to, make an impact with music, and also have connection through music. Yeah, DJing for, DKR or at the Frank Irwin Center for, the men's basketball team. That's one thing. Those are huge groups of people, but there's just something about playing to people that are like in the UK or China or Australia or New Zealand and seeing what's happening now with this show is huge.
Yeah, it's got to feel good. Something that I noticed is that you can see those comments sort of scrolling on your screen, and you can see where people are all across the world as they're tuning in. You get like sort of this instant feedback that you don't necessarily get at a live event.
Absolutely. When you're able to see that, it's really, really awesome. And I think people are really appreciative of having this ability to dance to music and what have you. And so instead of them thinking it, they're actually typing it. And what's so funny about the comments, it's its own world where everyone kind of knows everyone now. It's really incredible to have that sense of community on a computer.
So when's the next party?
This Saturday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's every Saturday, and I'm going to do this until who knows when, until this is over.
How can people find it?
On my Facebook page, on my DJ Mel page on Facebook.
DJ Mel, thank you so much for making time for me today and for keeping us dancing. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
For the latest local developments on COVID-19, go to decibelatx.org.